Hello, hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? How's everybody doing tonight on this rainy, wet night here in Kentucky? Am I coming through loud and clear? Hello, 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 Josh. Hello, Charlie. Joe Bob Tarhill, what's up? BBQ Network, JC Martinez, Shane Miller, Paul Kersey. How is everybody doing tonight? All right, loud and clear. Very good, very good, very good. Was about to make nachos and watch a movie. What movie were you going to watch, Paul? Lots of rain in Illinois. Yep. It's crazy. We're getting a crazy amount of rain here, like biblical rain here. Malek, what's up, Malek? How you doing, buddy? Chris Wynn, my buddy Chris Wynn, what's up? How you doing, man? How are you enjoying the king cake? Cohen is watching his first live stream. Well, hello, Cohen. How are you? Thank you guys for the king cake. I appreciate it very much. I've not eaten it yet. I'm waiting to dive into it. Maybe later tonight, if not tomorrow. I kind of wanted to share it with my girlfriend and see, which one of us gets the baby. So, but yeah, I appreciate that, man. That was very cool of you and your family. Really appreciate that. And hello, Cohen. Welcome to your very first live stream. Kevin Sullivan, what's up, man? How come I'm not going to Horror Hound weekend? It's just not a good time for me, man. I don't know if you're aware or not, but a couple of weeks ago, my mother fell and she broke her ankle really badly. She broke her right ankle really badly. And she fractured a bone in her left ankle and broke a toe on her left foot. So she has been, she was in the hospital for just over a week, and now she is at a rehabilitation center doing physical rehabilitation and stuff like that. So not a good, just not a good time to go anywhere like that. I'm, taking care of some of her affairs and taking care of her pets and taking care of, taking care of Jeremy. So that's what I've been up to. Kevin, what's up, man? It's raining in Ireland. Mom's doing better. We went to a orthopedic surgeon yesterday, and they did x-rays, and everything, the nuts and bolts in her ankle are doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're holding everything where it's supposed to be held, and nothing's moved and nothing's shifted, so that's good. But he is, it's still going to be bare minimum 4 weeks before she's going to be able to put any kind of weight on the right ankle. Now, the left foot that's got a fracture in it and a broken toe, she can put weight on it, moderately, you know what I mean? But yeah, the right ankle is going to be, a no-go for still, at least 4 weeks. Let's see. Paul, you're going to watch Martyrs, May, and then High Tension. Well, I love May and High Tension. Not a big fan of Martyrs, but love May and High Tension. So those are good ones. Do I have Batman v Superman? No, I don't own that. Brian Miller, what's up? How you doing, man? Cliff Hostetter, what's up, man? Hilarious Hilarious GenMan. How's it going? Mr. McNugget, Andrew, how are you, sir? Hope you're doing well tonight. What's the weather up in Ohio? Are you guys getting the torrential biblical downpour that we've been getting here in Kentucky? Oh, goodness. It's going to be an expensive con. Horror Hound? Yep, they're all expensive, man. They are all expensive. Let's see, somebody. Robin Jennings, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. You are very, very kind and very generous. I appreciate that very much, man. You are awesome. Thank you so much. JC Martinez, thank you. Brian Miller, any connection to your mom's accident and misery being in this month's horror pack? No, not at all. No connection whatsoever. Joe Caraluzzo, what's up, man? Thank you, Robin. Thank you. I appreciate your kind words, and here's to hoping she gets well and heals quickly. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, man. I definitely appreciate that. Rain here as well. Been insane. Yep. Crazy rain down here. Everything flooding, and just, the roads are awful in certain places, and just, ugh. Nastiness. Thank you, Lazaro. How's everything going up in Denver? You guys getting, what's the weather up in Denver? Oh, hilarious GenMan. Oh, Jammin'. I'm sorry. Hilarious Jammin'. Jam in. Cool. Hilarious Jam in. Piers, is Blumhouse wanting to make Scream 5 or remake the original? I don't know. I know the reports are they're trying to buy the rights to both Scream and Hellraiser. I would imagine, honestly, that they would try to reboot it and do another. But I mean, I don't know. They may do a direct sequel to the original. Who knows? Who knows? They may pull a Halloween 2018 on us and do a direct sequel to the original. Which actually I think could be interesting, to be honest. Because I'm not a fan of the Scream sequels. Ever been to Myrtle Beach, Piz? Just wondering. No, I've never been to Myrtle Beach. Max Punishment. How's it going, Max? Hope you're doing well. No, I've not noticed anything odd about the Chopping Mall special features. But it's been a while since I saw that. Thank you, Max. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Shane. I'm actually going to be adding a new mask to that collection. I actually shot the unboxing video earlier tonight, but I'll give you guys a little preview. I was actually on eBay the other day, and I found a really good, it was the Trick or Treat Studios Elrod Michael Myers mask, but the guy had rehauled it. It made it look like just a regular part 1. And he did a really good job, and it was a pretty decent price, so I just went ahead and snagged it. So I thought he did a pretty good job with the rehaul. And so I'll have that unboxing video out probably next Monday. It's probably when I'll drop that unboxing video. But not a bad job on this rehauled Elrod Trick or Treat Studios mask. I've not seen Minion Part 2, JC. Lazaro, you're getting some snow up there in Colorado. Okay. You hope they don't do to Scream what they did to Halloween Max. You know what? It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. If they do get the rights, which, I mean, Blumhouse has got all the money in the world now. Which somebody had, on my last stream, somebody had commented saying that there's some kind of legal issues having to do with the Weinstein bankruptcy that's going to prevent them from getting the rights, at least anytime in the near future. So I don't know. What you got against Nev Campbell, Max? What do you got against Nev? Paul Kersey, did you see the new Halloween? Did I like the new Halloween? I put it this, I loved the new Halloween the first time I saw it in the theater. The second time I saw it on Blu-ray, I was less impressed with it. And then the third time I tried to watch it on Blu-ray, I could not get through it. I had to stop it. So you should check out my Halloween 2018 re-review that I did. Have you watched the Michael Myers? What do you mean, JC? That's pretty much it, BBQ Network. I liked it the first time, and then I liked it significantly less the second time. Yeah. Where'd I get the Dawn of the Dead poster? I got the Dawn of the Dead poster off of either Amazon or eBay. I don't remember. It's been a while. But that poster, actually, when I had Romero sign it, let me see if I can get you a better view of it there. When I had Romero sign that poster, probably, I don't know, 5 years ago, he unrolled it in front of him and he goes, "Is this an original?" I said, no, definitely not an original. And he was like, "Well, this is a really good quality duplicate." And I was like, cool. So it fooled Romero. So I don't remember what the poster company or, what the printing, whoever it was I bought it from. I don't even remember if it was eBay or Amazon. I'm pretty sure it was eBay. Pretty sure it was eBay. But, good quality duplicate. It fooled Romero. Hey, Piz, did you see that Samsung is going to stop producing new Blu-ray players? I did not. I'm not sure. I think maybe I did hear that. It just didn't kind of process. So are they stopping production on regular Blu-ray players, but they're going to continue production on 4K Blu-ray players, or what? Is that what's going on? Let me bring this back. What would I like to see in the Halloween sequel? A good Halloween movie. That's what I'd like to see, is a good Halloween movie. Yes, I did say that was an Elrod mask, Malek. You couldn't come close to getting that one on. Well, I don't wear any of the masks that I buy. My head is just too big, so I display them and I like to look at them. I don't want to wear them. You got the same mask? Okay. Hey, Joe, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Wow, Paul, you had half an inch of snow in Vegas, and it shut the city down. Holy crap, that's hilarious. Shane Miller, what's up, man? NECA is releasing a Halloween 2 Michael Myers figure. Oh, I know. I've already, you know, gleefully, fanboyed out over both of those. The Roy one is just, what a beauty. What a beauty. And I love the look of the Halloween 2 one. I love just the Halloween 2 is my favorite Michael Myers look. I love the look of the mask. I love the look of Michael overall in that film. That's my favorite Michael Myers look. So yeah, I fanboyed out over both of those figures. Definitely got to get both of them. Scream was released by Dimension, so maybe it's safe from the Weinstein bankruptcy. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, that's why they would probably, if they do another Scream movie, Max, they would probably do like a direct sequel to the first one and set it, all these years later. And oh my God, I'm having Halloween 2018 flashbacks. You've got Nev Campbell living in some kind of bunker out in the middle of nowhere, and then, Ghostface shows up. I agree. Chopping Mall's awesome. Great cast, of course. Directed by the great Jim Wynorski. I've not seen Black Panther. No, I've not seen Black Panther. I'm behind on the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe, and really, I'm just not interested. I'm beyond comic book movie fatigue at this point. I was in comic book movie fatigue like 4 years ago. So I'm beyond comic book movie fatigue. No, I've not watched the new Maw trailer, I don't think. Oh, I see Max. Okay. I see. Hey, Mike, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well tonight. I'm doing fine. Just hanging out. Rainy, windy Saturday night. Thought I would do another stream. Cohen is requesting a Rocky Creed franchise Sausage Factory Megasode. Oh, man. Whew. That would require a lot of research from me. I can't remember the last time I watched a Rocky movie, and I've not seen either Creed movie. Do B-Movie Mike and Cole get along off camera? No. They are both divas. They both want it their way or no way. It's kind of like Nicki Minaj and Mariah Carey. They just do not get along. They are just at each other's throats constantly. You know what I mean? One wants more screen time than the other. One wants more. You know what I mean? It's just like, just total divas. Favorite international horror films? Let the Right One In, Ringu, Audition. Let's see. Versus, Pulse. Can I count the Italian Giallo films of Argento and Fulci? Because a lot of those would be in there too. You're flooded out in Middle Tennessee. I was actually in Tennessee today, and yes, came upon some very, very flooded out areas. It in some very, like major areas that's going to be a very problematic. SAMCRO, what's up, man? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Of course I remember the Dead Pit guys. And Paul. What happened to them? They're living their lives, man. They're living their lives. Wes is married. Aaron is I don't know if Aaron's married or not, but he's got him a lady and he's got at least one kid and he's got a career. So I mean they're both busy guys. Yeah, Shane, the mask in H2, it's the same mask that was in Halloween 1, but it had been under, oh gosh, Deborah, I'm going to have to stand up. I can't, my television's blocking the credits on my Halloween poster. Deborah, oh God, I can't believe I've forgotten her name. It was under her bed. For when they finished shooting the film in 78, it was under her bed until they started shooting Halloween 2 in like 80 or 81. So yeah, that was the plot of Scream 3. I've kind of Deborah Hill. Thank you guys. Yes, Deborah Hill. Yeah, I've kind of blocked out Scream 2, Scream 3, and especially Scream 4. I don't remember a thing about Scream 4. Other than I distinctly disliked it. But, they could retcon Scream 3. They'll retcon all of them. It never happened. Samsung got out of making Blu-ray players because the streaming services are far outpacing physical media. I figured if they stopped producing standard Blu-ray players, they would just, produce 4K Blu-ray players to try and push 4K. GenMan Chronicles, what's up, man? What is a movie that offended you and you absolutely hated outside a remake you didn't like? Oh, gosh. I can't say that the Predator I didn't hate the Predator. I did find its portrayal of the young man with autism as being a little offensive. And really played out. I mean, it's, the old school, if you've got somebody with autism in a movie, they're super smart, they're, hyper intelligent, what I mean? They can figure out anything, even alien technology like that, what I mean? It was just like, and the portrayal, and then there were a couple of scenes, Shaquille Washington, thank you for subscribing. There were a couple of sequences where there was one scene where the kid said something to his dad like, "I'm sorry, I didn't turn out the way you wanted me to be," which, I don't know. So yeah, I didn't hate the movie because of that. I mean, that movie had a lot of other issues going on aside from just that, but that certainly compounded my sort of dislike of the movie. And there were things I really liked about the movie, but I mean, overall, that movie is just a mess, a huge mess. A movie that offended me. I gotta, I don't know. I don't know. Although I'm sure if I watch Captain Marvel, I'll be offended by it. Because I'm a toxic white male. PlayStation 9, what's up, man? How are you? Do I like Shaun of the Dead? Absolutely. Great flick. Nice mullet. And thank you. Yeah. I had a rockin' mullet back when I was about 10, somewhere in that neighborhood. What's your what's your favorite famous person you met? Off the top of my head, Eric Freeman was awesome to meet. I actually got to hang out with him for a while and just shoot the bull with him, and so he was super cool, super fun. Let's see. Probably Gunnar Hansen would be right up there too, because Gunnar Hansen gave me probably the greatest compliment I've ever had. And that was when he looked at me and he said, "God, you'd make a great Leatherface." That to me was probably the greatest praise I will ever receive. But I've met a lot of other, people at conventions that are super nice. Most of the ones I've met have been super nice. I've had a couple of negative encounters, but mostly they've been really nice. So yes, SAMCRO, it's raining and very windy. It's not storming, I don't think, but it's very windy out. How did he escape a trapped basement on fire? Reasons. Money. It was money. Money was the reason he escaped. Money and reasons. Yes, Thomas Dodson. What's up, man? Yes, Second Sight. It's a UK company, but the Dawn of the Dead and Martin releases will be region free. So I'm not sure what how they got Richard Rubenstein to sign over the to license them the rights. But I mean, I'm assuming it was a big basket of cash money. And I am definitely looking forward to those two releases. Larry Drake. Yeah, I actually met Larry Drake many years ago at a convention. He was nice. Scream 2, what kills me with Scream 2 is that just laborious, cringy, just so that like 45-minute double killer monologue at the end of the movie. Oh God, my God, that I can't sit through that. I mean, my goodness gracious. And then you get two of them. So you've got to sit through Mickey going on and on about how he was on a serial killer. He'd posted his resume on a serial killer for hire website. And that's how he got the gig to kill the people in Scream 2. So you get that big, long, god-awful, meandering thing. And then he's gone. And then here comes Billy's mom for her god-awful, meandering, just ridiculously long-winded monologue. And I'm just like, good God, shoot me now. Get me out of here. I can't sit through that, man. Ugh. Anyone watching True Detective 3? Yes, I have been watching True Detective Season 3. I basically machine gunned every episode up to this last one in a night. My buddy Monty was telling me how good Season 3 was. I loved Season 1. I watched the first episode of Season 2 and just never came back to it. So I wasn't Well, I was on the fence about season 3, and Monty was like, check it out, you'll dig it. And so I just sit down, started watching the first episode, and I was hooked. Watched every episode, all 7 episodes up to that point, back to back to back. And looking forward to the season finale this Sunday. Looking forward to seeing how they wrap everything up. Randall Beatty, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh man, I don't remember a thing about Scream 4. I've completely erased that from my memory, Shane. Completely erased that thing from my memory. I've not seen Salo. I did see, what's that movie? Oh God, I can't believe I'm forgetting it. Everybody freaks out about. Oh God, a Serbian film. I did sit down and watch a Serbian film, and I was bored throughout the whole thing. Even now I don't remember a thing about it. Like the big infamous scene that's in it, like I just remember kind of watching that and being bored with it, just being like, this is the filmmaker's, way of getting attention for himself and for his movie, and it's just, meh. Not interesting. Yes, Joe Bob, that thumbnail is of me and Jeremy. I was probably 10 or 11, and he was probably 2 or 3 in that picture. Maybe a little bit older, but not much. Somewhere in that neighborhood for sure. Orc, you can't be talking like that in comment sections of videos anymore. Did you not hear about the new YouTube policy where content creators are responsible for every comment in their comment section, and that the comments could get an entire channel shut down? No joke. Valis, you donated to charity last year at your work to autism. Very nice. Thank you. That was very cool of you. We're not supposed to watch Captain Marvel. I know. I've not watched Glass. Hilarious jamming. I did like, I liked Unbreakable. I liked, Split. But, with Glass, I can wait till Blu-ray. Well, BBQ Network, a lot of, they're acting like with Captain Marvel, like she's the very first female-led comic book movie. They're acting like she's the very first female comic book superhero to get a movie. You know what I mean? Like Wonder Woman never happened. Even like, Black Widow. It's like they're acting like she doesn't even exist. It's all about, Captain Marvel is the first. You know what I mean? It's I don't get it. It's kind of like the same thing that they did last year with Black Panther, where they were like, this is the first comic book movie to star, a person of color. And I'm thinking, Blade 2, Blade 3, we have very short memories in Hollywood. It was a great moment, Valis, when the Leatherface, Gunnar Hansen, told me that I would make a great Leatherface. I was great. You're meeting CJ Graham in 2 weeks, Chris. Cool, man. Very cool. Where are you going to get him to sign? A poster, a hockey mask? What's my most negative encounter without mentioning a name if I don't want to at a convention? Um, uh, I mean, I can't say I've really had too many that I would consider to be negative. I mean, on my last stream, I talked about meeting Corey Feldman. I met Corey Feldman twice. The first time I met him, he was dressed just normally. You know, he was very, very nice, very, you know what I mean? Pretty personable, you know, shaking your hand, looking at you in the eyes, talking about blah, 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 you know, sign my Lost Boys poster, you know, God bless you, thank you. And then I met him a couple of years later for him to sign my Friday the 13th Part 4 poster. And he was in full on, you know, Michael Jackson impersonator garb. And he was just, you know, shaking your hand with a glove on, not looking at you. What's your name? Blah, blah, blah. You know, go. I've talked about which I mean, that's not that, I can't say that encounter with Tom Savini where he, you know, he didn't recognize $100 bill. He couldn't distinguish $100 bill from a $20 bill. That wasn't negative necessarily. That was just very amusing. I think I've had very negative encounters with just conventions in general. The last Fright Night Film Fest I went to was incredibly negative to the point where I vowed never to go to another Fright Night Film Fest. And really, and it really put a damper on not just the convention, but on some of the guests too. Not that they were responsible for how poorly run that convention was, but, you know, like waiting in a line for an hour to then be transferred to another line for an hour to be transferred to another line, you know, to be transferred into a line that goes into the room where they're at to then go stand in line to meet these people. You know, it was really, it was just negative all around, really. Oh, thank you, Jan, man. I appreciate that, man. That's very nice of you to say. I certainly appreciate that. And if you guys haven't checked out GenMan's YouTube channel, you guys should definitely check out GenMan's YouTube channel and give him a subscribe. Let me post the link to his channel in the chat here. He's doing some really great content over there. So go over and give his channel a subscribe. Meeting Max was my most negative. No, Max was cool, man. Max was cool. You met Genevieve Rossi and Rochelle Davis. Spoke on the phone with Tiffany Shepis and Debbie Rochano. Cool. Morton Downey, yes, Morton Downey Jr. passed away. You just watched Starman last night, SAMCRO, for the first time. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I remember it being very good. Oh, Ted White is in it. Okay, cool. Yeah, Ted White's got a, you know, very long and storied career. I mean, like he worked with freaking John Wayne. Joe, you'd like a shout out from Jeremy? Sure. I'll have to write that down so I can remember it. Oh, thank you, BBQ Network. Yeah, Monty RMJ, RMJ movie reviews. Look him up on here too, guys, and give him a subscribe. He's been doing videos for a while. He does really good reviews and stuff, and yeah, he's been a great addition to the Sausage Factory. Did he play Donatello physically, or did he just do the voice? I guess you're talking about Feldman. No, he just did the voice. Tom Savini ain't got time for paper money identification. Oh, that was an interesting. That was interesting. Hey, Dave Shaw. Yeah, I just talked all about meeting. I've met Tom Savini a number of times. Well, I've met him I've had him sign my Burning poster, my Friday the 13th Part 4 poster, and my Friday the 13th poster. So I've met him 3 times. Tom, see money, take money. That's it. What's so I just scrolled past. You're eating 2 what, Orc? Oh, Joe. Oh, Joe, you're eating 2 Big Macs. Wow. Man. Alex Vincent was fine. Kevin Sullivan. He was cool. He shot a little video for Jeremy, saying hello to Jeremy. So, he's cool in my book because of that. And not overly, talkative or friendly or anything like that, but, nice guy. And he took the time to shoot Jeremy a little video saying hello. So he's cool in my book. Oh, thank you, Jerp. Let me see. Let me see if the sale is still going on in my TeePublic store. Because I've got a ton of cool shirts in my TeePublic store. A lot of Friday the 13th Part 5 shirts. So let's see if that sale's still going on. Yep, the sale's still going on. Let me get you guys the link. Lots of really cool horror shirts. Just $14. Let's check that out. Thoughts on the movie I Come in Peace with Dolph Lundgren? Love it. Love it. Fun movie. Retro Cac. What's up, man? How are you doing? How's the weather down in your neck of the woods? Whose movies do you prefer, Corey Haim's or Corey Feldman's? They did so many together that I think I can count more that they did together off the top of my head than the ones that they did not do together. But let's see. Well, the fact that Feldman did Friday the 13th Part 4 and had that small role in Part 5, that definitely gives him a lot of clout. But, I love Silver Bullet with Corey Haim. Corey Haim did a movie called The Double O Kid, which I always really enjoyed growing up. Corey Feldman also did that movie. He did like one of the Meatballs movies, which I thought was pretty funny back in the day, at least. I don't know. I guess I'd have to give the edge to Feldman. Bill Moseley. Yeah, Bill Moseley's cool. I met him once. Ed Neal was really cool. I met him once at a convention. Piz, can you retell the story when you met Harry Manfredini and he threw you a Friday the 13th shirt with great enthusiasm? Yeah, it wasn't enthusiasm. He gave me the shirt, and there was no doubt that I was going to buy it. Yeah, very very nice guy. Signed my poster, did the little musical notes and stuff. Very nice guy. And then he was like, "What size are you? You about a 2X?" And I was like, I guess. And he was like, "Here." He like rifled through these shirts and like pulled out a part 2 shirt and like, there you go, $20 or whatever much. And I was like, "Oh, uh, okay." And I gave him the money and I walked away. So, I mean, he like pulled some kind of weird Jedi mind trick on me where, I mean, there was like, no, I didn't ask for a shirt. He just kind of sized me up, pulled a shirt out of his stack and handed it to me and waited for me to pay him for it. And it worked. You know what I mean? It worked. He Jedi mind tricked me. So. You picked up a bunch of your favorite slasher films this past Christmas: Slaughter High, Blood Rage, and The Mutilator. Those are all good, Shane. Those are all good. License to Drive is the best to Corey's movie. I would say it's the second best, of course. Second only to The Lost Boys. Meatballs 4, that's it. Retro Crack, you're gonna have to go. Retro Cack, you're gonna have to go build an ark. Yep. I've it's been rather biblical here too. Oh yeah, Feldman, I forgot about him being in Stand By Me too. Yep. Well, and Haim was in Lucas. Those are both really good movies. I mean, Stand By Me is better, but they're both really good. I'd still have to give the and Feldman was also in Goonies. So, I mean, you'd have to give the edge to Feldman there. Prayer for the Roller Boys and Watchers. I used to love Watchers when I was a kid, man. I rented it all the time, but I've not seen it in so long. I don't know if it would stand up. Sup, Piz, you floating yet? Almost. We're getting there, Steve. We're getting close. If it keeps this raining up, we'll be floating. Somebody quick make a meme of Kentucky with Pennywise saying we all float down here. I'm sure that's already happened. Rock music forever 90. Yes, that thumbnail is a young me and Jeremy from back in the day. Yeah, I've seen Back to the Future. Any word on Bill and Ted 3 and Top Gun 2? I've not heard anything about Top Gun 2, but they are I don't know if they're shooting Bill and Ted 2 now, but I saw something that they were, let's see. I saw something not long ago saying that, they had a start date. Okay, yeah. Scheduled to start shooting summer of 2019. And apparently it's called Bill and Ted Face the Music. So, shooting this summer. I think it'll be fun. Do I like Rammstein? Some of their stuff's okay. Rammstein. Whenever I hear Rammstein, whatever, I think of Lost Highway, the David Lynch movie. I can't help it. Rammstein. Piz, what's your favorite non-horror cult title of the 80s? I'm in a big mood for 80s stuff. Oh, man. Rad would be right up there. Goodness gracious. Definitely Rad. Rad would definitely be up there. Cult stuff from the... I don't know if this is a cult movie from the 80s. It's not a horror movie. It's more of a thriller. Jack's Back with James Spader. Love that movie. Let's see. Let's just do a Google search of cult movies from the 80s. Oh, Repo Man. If you've not seen Repo Man, you've got to see Repo Man. Oh, Buckaroo Banzai. Oh, what a good movie. Oh, Buckaroo Banzai. What a fun movie. Repo Man, Buckaroo Banzai, Rad. There you go. Gleaming the Cube. Oh, man. I forgot about Gleaming the Cube. Jeez. Who's my favorite Tommy Jarvis? Well, you guys know I love Friday the 13th Part 5, and I really liked what John Shepard did with that character. But I mean, of course, you got to go with Tom Matthews. Got to go with Tom Matthews. Let's see here. I'd go with those, Steve. Those are good ones, man. Repo Man, Buckaroo Banzai, Rad, Gleaming the Cube, Miami Connection. That's another one, man. So good. So good. Alex Winter's dad didn't direct Death Wish 3. That was I forget the director's name. He also directed the first. He directed the first and second Death Wish movies. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. Ever seen 9/11 related films? No. Little Pacino. Little Pacino. I like that name. Hi, Piz. I love your channel. Thank you. Thank you very much. Arrow or Shout/Scream. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a tough one, too. I mean, they're both very good. They're both very good at what they do. Gosh, that's a tough one, man. And, now that Arrow's releasing a lot of stuff in the U.S., I mean, they're direct competition with Scream Factory. So, man, I don't know. That's a tough one. They're both good at what they do. I don't know. I can't pick one. I can't pick one. Never seen Rad, but I love Jack's Back. Got to check out Buckaroo. Yeah, you got to check out Buckaroo Banzai. Got to check out Buckaroo Banzai. Great stuff. You know what? Chris, I've not seen that. I heard about RoboCop, a RoboCop KFC ad. I've not seen it. Let's check it out. And it's actually Peter Weller. I mean, let's check it out here.
Colonel Sanders, your Kentucky Fried Chicken is delicious. What's the secret recipe?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Oh.
Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. The Colonel's secret recipe. You can eat it, but you can't know it.
Oh, God. Oh, God. At least Peter Weller got a good paycheck out of that. I mean, I'm sure he got a good paycheck out of it. God. Here's another one. KFC hires Robocop to protect secret recipes. Oh, God. I might as well watch it, too.
Louisville, Kentucky, home of baseball bats and one of the greatest trade secrets of all time. Colonel Sanders' secret recipe of 11 herbs and spices.
Up until today, the secret recipe has been stored in a relatively safe inside of this building.
But for KFC, a relatively safe wasn't safe enough.
So if someone were to get their hands on the secret recipe, it would be our worst nightmare. Every 7 hours, a new Kentucky Fried Chicken is built. All that would be gone.
So, in February 2019, KFC decided to upgrade their security of Colonel Sanders' 11 herbs and spices with Robocop, the ultimate law enforcer, reprogrammed with one prime directive: protect the secret recipe. KFC created a triple encrypted digital copy of the secret recipe, and Robocop transferred the recipe to a more secure location where it could be preserved forever: the Bonhoeffer Underground Data Center, a long-term data storage facility in a nuclear bomb shelter 100 feet under a Stockholm mountain built to survive Armageddon.
The bunker gives indefinitely high security at all threats, even nuclear bombs.
We do $25 billion of business on that secret recipe, and there are many trying to copy it, and nobody's been successful.
And now the recipe will be preserved forever, all thanks to Robocop.
Oh, God. Why? I've got to take a break, guys. I've got to take a break. I'll be back in a second. Gotta take some ibuprofen now after watching Robocop and a KFC commercial. Oh, goodness. Let's see. What did I miss? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. How did we get into talking about Insane Clown Posse? Who brought up Insane Clown Posse in this chat? My God. Oracle 684, what's up, Piz? What are your thoughts on the Pet Sematary remake? Are you going to see it? And if you do see it, will you give it a review? Yeah, if I see it, I'll definitely give it a review. Jeremy says he wants to go watch it. So, I don't know. If he wants to go watch it, we may go watch it. And if so, I'll definitely give it a review. The last trailer that they released was so spoilerific and like just gave away way too much. It was one of those trailers that after you watch it, it's like, what's the point of watching the movie? I saw the trailer. I saw everything. in the trailer. You know what I mean? Have I seen The Doctor and The Devils? No, Little Pacino. I don't think I've seen either of those. Yes, Shane Miller. I like 10 to Midnight too. I did a review of the Scream Factory Blu-ray not long ago. You should check that out. Arrow is releasing a Robocop Blu-ray. Hopefully it's the uncut version of Robocop. No, Peter Weller, Peter Weller can do no wrong in my book. It just, seeing Robocop in a KFC commercial. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That hurt. CMJ, what's up, man? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I don't have a dog. My mom has a dog. It's a little Chihuahua, and I've been taking care of her since Mom got hurt. If I was gonna get a dog for myself, I would probably either get a boxer, because I just think boxers look cool, or a pit bull. You know what I mean? Got pit bull, something like that, or a pug. They're just so cute. When they grunt and go on, they're just so cute. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Shane. Warren Stacy, very interesting killer. Very interesting portrayal of a serial killer. Alexander Barnes, what do I think of the Roy Jason coming from NECA? I love it. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Think it looks fantastic. Let's see. What's Ma? Let's look up Ma here. And the Ma trailer. All right, Ma trailer. Let's check it out here. Live reaction of the Ma trailer following this ad for Sprint. All right, here we go. Ma trailer.
Are you going to meet a boy? No sex or booze.
Okay. Woo! Maggie came to party. Let's get filthy. What you sipping on? I got you talking crazy.
Excuse me, can you buy some booze for my friends and I?
Not interested.
Please?
Hell,
Ooh, there's my girl.
this never happened, okay?
Thanks again for doing this, ma'am.
You guys want to party like rock stars? Follow me.
Let's get drunk!
The bar is open.
What do you think? We don't know this chick.
Okay. All right. I'm calling. All right. I'm calling shenanigans. Okay. So these kids, on the word of a random woman, you guys want to party? Come out to my house in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the night. And let's wait a minute. I'm bringing common sense into a horror movie. I always say never bring common sense into a horror movie, but when you have this big a lapse of judgment, it just, you know. All right.
Cool basement.
You're free to do whatever you want down here, but nobody go upstairs.
This is so sick.
Welcome to Mars.
What? Love Ma?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
How did she get our numbers?
You know where the party is. Those earrings are beautiful, Maggie. You got a sweet mama, huh?
Who are you with? Just some kids from school.
You have a boyfriend. Men are dogs.
There's something off about Ma.
Seriously? She's harmless. And her basement's pretty much the best drinking spot in town.
We can't go up there. What the hell?
Thanks for these earrings.
What happened last night?
You don't remember, do you?
Are you guys mad at me for something?
I don't want to hang out at Ma's anymore.
Don't make me drink alone. Don't make me drink alone.
Max, I want you to meet someone.
Nice to meet you, Maggie.
We went to high school together.
Why's my son
You smell just like your daddy.
spending time at your house?
Hey, guys.
That bitch is crazy.
Probably something wrong with me. How does it feel to be on the outside looking in? Let's get this party turned up.
What are you doing?
This is the most fun I've had in a long time.
Wow. Okay. That could be highly, highly entertaining. That could be highly, highly entertaining. That could be highly entertaining. I may have to check that out. You've got a pit bull and you love him, Joe. You know, every pit, you know, I know pit bulls have a horrible reputation, but you know, every pit bull that I've ever been, it's all about how the pit bull's raised. You know what I mean? If you raise it to be mean and bloodthirsty, it's going to be mean and bloodthirsty. You know what I mean? If you show it love and compassion and, you know what I mean, then it's going to be loving and compassionate. So, I mean, like every pit bull that I've been around, they've been just big babies, you know what I mean? But, yeah, they've just got a bad reputation. Can anyone help me recall a movie where meat and PB were mixed to stop a bunch of dogs from barking? Don't know about that one. The Ricky figure from Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 is neat. Absolutely, it's neat. It's super neat. Thoughts on the Child's Play reboot movie, Alex Dodrill. I don't know. If what I hear the movie's kind of about is really what the movie's about, then I think it could be interesting. And I think it could be it could harken back to what Don Mancini's original vision of the movie was. So I think it could be, it could be, I mean, it all depends on the execution. Orc should have a booth at every con. Yeah, he should. He certainly should. Yeah, that piano music is in a lot of horror trailers. That's true. Movie Mac, what's up, man? Jaden Grimes, what's your favorite Jason, human or zombie? I don't, you know. When I think of Jason, I see two images. I see the part 3 Jason, which is the human Jason, and I see the part 7 Jason, which is the zombie Jason. Part 7 was the very first Friday the 13th I saw. Yeah, I don't know. When I think of Jason, those are the two images of Jason I see in my head. And I think, I don't know. I mean, I just like Jason. I just like Jason. Cats are evil. Cats can definitely be evil. That's for sure. Ma looks like a big budget Lifetime movie. When I was in high school, one of my buddies, his mom, would let us come over and drink and party in their house. Kind of like that because, I mean, I guess she thought, you know, they're going to drink and party somewhere, at least here, they're safe. So, yeah, we had a, you know, one of my buddies' moms was kind of cool like that. So, and if people were too drunk to drive, you know, she would make you stay. So, she was progressive like that. No, I don't think Jeremy's read any of the Jonestown books. I'm not sure, to be honest, Alexander. I know he's got so many books, I can't even keep up with how many he's got. Lots of talk of dog breeds in the chat now. Very interesting. Your favorite Jasons are part 3, 4, and 7. Those are solid choices. Hey Pizzo, who are some of your crushes in the horror genre? Oh man. Jill Sholin would be one. I've always been a big fan of Jill Sholin. She's kind of a lesser known scream queen from the 80s, but I always thought she was super cute, and she had that kind of, I'm not sure what you would call her voice, kind of a little husky kind of voice, but always really liked her. I had a crush on Lar Park Lincoln back in the day when I first started watching. Of course, Friday 7 was my very first Friday movie. So, you always remember your first, right? So, yeah, I always had kind of a little thing for her. Deborah Voorhees. I needn't say more. Because are there legal ways to obtain copies of work prints? Probably, well, no. I don't think so. I guess there's been some releases that have included I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'm going to answer that with a no. What's my prediction for Captain Marvel box office? Oh gosh, I don't know. Well, I know the predictions have gone down and down and down. The predictions in the beginning were like $180 million opening weekend, and now that's down to like $100 million or less. It's gonna make good money, I'm sure, but unless it's a huge, it'll be considered, an underperformer or whatever. Worst Friday final girl, your pick would be Rennie from Takes Manhattan. She looked half asleep. I don't know. I can't say a worst, really. Rennie in part 8, but I don't know if it was so much her or if it was just the material. I don't know. Oh, Ashley Lawrence, absolutely. She would be definitely a crush too. You love Jill Sholin as well, Shane. Louise Roby from the Friday the 13th, the TV series. Yeah. She was quite a looker, Shane, for sure. Do I think Terry and the Owls will ever get its own Blu-ray release? I don't know if it'll get its own standalone Blu-ray release, Mac. I can see it being added to a Blu-ray release. Kind of like the way it was added to the Halloween 2 Universal Blu-ray release from years and years ago. The YouTube quality is terrible. On the stream or on a movie that you watched on YouTube? Amy Steele, of course. Yeah. I mean, she's more, I mean, she's an obvious choice, though. John D. LeMay is the worst final girl. Ah, come on. I like John D. LeMay and Jason Goes to Hell. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Well, I mean, at that point, SAMCRO, he would have been very, very, I mean, he was up there in age when he did part 6. So, I mean, tack on a few extra years for H2O. I mean, yeah, if he were still around, he would not have had a big role, I don't think. None that I'm aware of, Chris. Jason Goes to nothing that I'm aware of for a director's cut. Well, no, wait a minute. There was talk of a Jason Goes to Hell Blu-ray release, like a standalone Jason Goes to Hell Blu-ray release there for a while. Now, I've not heard anything about it recently, but it would be the director's cut of the movie, of course, or the release that we got. Well, I don't know. It's been a while since I've heard anything about the Jason Goes to Hell Blu-ray release. I do hope that happens, though. I have not seen Slasher Sledgehammer. I have seen The House That Jack Built, Paul. Yes. That was an interesting movie. I did like it. I was going to do a review of it, but I've kind of, other stuff has come up and I've just, put it on the back burner, and I'd have to rewatch it, I think, to really give it a solid review. And, but yeah, it was definitely interesting. I did enjoy it. Yeah. Supposedly we may get a standalone Halloween 5 with additional footage. Yes, there is a guy. Yeah, what's it called? The Dark Heart of Jason Voorhees or something like that. A book about the making of Jason Goes to Hell. How about some love for Olivia Hussey? Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You watched The House That Jack Built last night and Mandy? Well, that's a nice double feature. That's a nice double feature. I agree, SAMCRO. I agree. But I stand firm that I think that the character of Creighton Duke is really Reggie the Reckless, grown up. I stand by that. Yeah, I've actually got a work print version of Jason Goes to Hell that a viewer sent me a couple of years ago. I watched some of it, but the quality was so bad. It's kind of difficult to watch, but it's the work print version of the movie. It's just the quality's. Ugh. Nick Cage rocked Mandy, that's for sure. That's for sure. I have the big four. What are your guys' favorite slasher franchise? I'd have to go with Friday the 13th on that one. You're filming 3 horror movies in the next year. The Drive-In Slasher, The Projectionist, and The Eating Room. Can I offer you a cameo in them? Because absolutely. But I mean, I don't work cheap. I don't work cheap. I've got to have first class accommodations across the board. Per diem, you know what I mean? The whole 9 yards. So, I'm not cheap. Sledgehammer was made by the same people who made Boarding House. One of the first horror movies shot on video. Okay. Ah, cool. Oh, I'd love to see the uncut Cobra. That would be very nice. I would love to see that. I don't know, Chris. That's a good question. I think those movies, I don't know if a Blu-ray would help those movies. At least the quality. That could be a part of the reason why they don't release those on Blu-ray. Because, I mean, those were shot in the pan and scan, and, they're just not great quality. Fred, go get him. What's up, man? Work, I see that you've commented. I see that there's comments showing up on the feed, but the same comments are not in the actual comment section. So I wonder if that's YouTube at work messing with the comment sections. That's really weird. That's what's weird. Oh yeah, I like the Freddy's Nightmares pilot episode directed by Tobe Hooper. That was a good one. They gave those things such tiny budgets though, man. I mean, goodness gracious. Nope, I don't have any banned words whatsoever. Favorite final girl on Friday the 13th? I'll go with Trish from part 4. I've not seen Horror Express Movie Mac. I think I've got it on DVD. I've just not watched it. Because it's in Arkansas, can I fly you or train for you maybe? I fly first class. First class airfare, my friend. Accommodations will have to be like a suite at the nearest Hilton. Or, okay, I'll do a Hyatt place, you know what I mean? If there's no Hilton available. And we can talk later about per diem, but I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,000 a day. Somewhere in that neighborhood. So. Least favorite Jason kill? I don't know if I've got a least favorite one. I think I like them all. Dana Kimmel from part 3. Okay. Some love for Dana Kimmel. She doesn't get a whole lot of love as a Friday final girl. Any of you guys live in or near West Virginia? If any of you guys live in or near West Virginia, mark your calendars for, let's see, when is it? It's the KazaCon. 2019 KazaCon at the Beckley's Premier Convention Center, April 26th through the 28th. My buddy Robert Ray Schaefer, Bobby Ray Schaefer from the Psycho Cop movies and from The Office is going to be there. I will hopefully be there with him. So if you're from West Virginia or nearby, look up KazaCon. I'll put a link to it here in the chat. And go and come by, meet Bobby Ray, say hello. It's for a very good cause. So, SAMCRO, you live near West Virginia. Well, definitely. Well, you live in Kentucky, of course. But yeah, admission to the convention is actually free. So you guys don't have to worry about paying anything to get in the door. It's all for charity, and it's going to be a good time. Come meet the Psycho Cop, hang out. Hopefully I'll be there, and it'll be a good time. Piz, it's surreal to watch. Is it surreal to you to watch your overall growth here on YouTube? I don't know if surreal is the right word. I'm very, very happy, to see how big my channel, to see the amount of growth that my channel got last year. I mean, last year was a huge year for me on YouTube. So it was many years in the coming. But, it was cool to see the amount of growth that I got last year. And, it's cool to, it's cool. It's awesome that, people like what I do and they, take my, thoughts and feelings about movies to heart. So that's, it's very cool. It's very humbling. It's very flattering. I get some really cool messages from people all over the world telling me how much they, like my channel, or that, my channel helped them get through a difficult time in their lives, and this, that, and the other. And it's just like, wow, you know what I mean? Even after all these years of being on YouTube, it's interesting to think about how, the reach, just me sitting in a man cave talking about a movie or, whatever, it can reach so many people around the world and have, a really positive impact on people. So it's awesome. Because if we see you at a con, can we say hello? Of course. Absolutely. Of course I love you, Orc. Of course. Piers, will the TSF guy that followed Woody Allen movies and wore a hat be on? I'm not sure who you're talking about there, man. Do you ever see DVD? Yeah, I have seen James. I ran into James at a convention last year. in Columbus, Ohio. We didn't really have a very long time to talk because I chased him down in a big crowd of people because I saw him and I was just like, hey, what's up, man? We were in like a big crowd of people and he was going one way and I was going the other way. So, but yeah, I met him once. So what have you guys out there got planned for this weekend? You going to watch any movies? You going to go, did you guys do any fun stuff this weekend? Aside from being, flooded in, being trapped behind high water. How many masks do I own so far? Gosh, a lot. You mean like, well, a lot. Nothing. DJ, you've got nothing planned for this weekend. DJ, tell me what your typical weekend is. What do you do on your typical weekend? Like Friday, what do you do? Saturday, what do you do? Or Friday night, what do you do? Saturday, what do you do? Sunday, what do you do? PlayStation Now, you're planning on doing more live streams on either YouTube or Twitch? Cool. Ooh, rock music forever. Pam Grier double feature. Coffee and Foxy Brown back to back. Nice. Sundays suck. Nothing's open. That's why you stock up on stuff on Saturday, Orc. You stock up on the essentials. Your Krispy Kreme donuts. Your Doritos, you know what I mean? Cool Ranch, not nacho cheese Doritos, you know what I mean? Your Mountain Dew Code Red, the essentials. You're the stock king? Okay. I hear you. But let me ask you this, Orc, okay? 100 cans of soda in stock at all time. Okay, well, I mean, you're good, man. You're good. I get it. But when it comes to Doritos, nacho cheese or Cool Ranch? Weird question, but do you need anything specific to sleep at night, like a fan or rain noises? I can't sleep without a fan or air conditioning going. I can't. I've got to have a cover over me of some kind. Even if it's like super hot, you know what I mean? I've got to have at least a sheet over me. Aside from that, that's about it. Sometimes I do like to turn on like a YouTube video and I'll listen to it and either fall asleep while listening to it or after it's over with, just, go to sleep. You'll probably play Red Dead Redemption 2 for around half an hour at a time and quit in a rage each time at one of the endless litany of idiotic features the game uses to screw him up. I've heard Red Dead Redemption 2 is a very, very long game. Now, Jeremy, to fall asleep and stay asleep, he needs the TV on. Now, he used to turn to, it was like a channel that played like classical music. He would turn the TV to that channel and then go to bed. But the weird thing is, if you went into his room in the middle of the night and like turned it off, it's like he'd immediately wake up and turn it right back on. Now he does, now he like puts it on Cartoon Network and sleeps to Cartoon Network. Or is it Boomerang? It's either Cartoon Network or Boomerang. It's one of the two. Your old vids are good for putting people to sleep. I remember your old vids, man. They're not bad. You should do more. You should do more, dude. You should come on an episode of The Sausage Factory with us at some point. Retro Cac, a.k.a. The Obsoletionist. I think it'd be fun. If you get paid and get the house to yourself, you go out and buy things at the mall. Okay. What kind of things do you buy at the mall, DJ? Orc, did you respond to my nacho cheese or Cool Ranch Doritos question? Okay, so you did answer it. Okay, let me see. Let me find it here. I don't see it. Or it may be another one that's for some reason got removed. I don't know. I think you've been pinged as a bad commenter, Orc. As a toxic commenter. And so some of your comments are not showing up. I didn't see it. Microwave taquitos roll pretty hard. Cool. James Andrew. Hello, James Andrew. You're scared? I'm sorry. Nothing to be scared of. Ah, GenMan. Yeah, you definitely need to check that out. The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then Bigfoot. Really liked that movie, man. Really liked that movie. Nope, don't have any mods. Okay, Orc, I see. Salsa verde, spicy nacho, nacho, and Cool Ranch. Okay, so you don't like Cool Ranch at all. See, I like me some Cool Ranch Doritos every now and again. Slipknot Boy 555, hello. Shakedown, Sam Elliott. Sam Elliott's just good in everything, man. Just good in everything. He's really good in The Man Who Killed Hitler and then the Bigfoot. I like sour cream and onion Pringles. Well, I see the Mel Gibson Vince Vaughn buddy cop movie from the Bone Tomahawk director. That sounds, is that real? Mel Gibson and Vince Vaughn buddy cop movie directed by the guy who directed Bone Tomahawk? Jeez. Saturday night in Los Angeles, and it's Oscar weekend, and I'm sitting on the couch watching PS. Life is great. That's awesome, John. Is there a trailer for this Mel Gibson? Vince Vaughn? What's this movie called? I really liked Bone Tomahawk. That was a really good movie. Let's look it up here. IMDb's loading slow for me. Ooh, Doritos sour cream and onion would be good. Is it called Dragged Across Concrete? Yep. Dragged Across Concrete. Once two overzealous cops get suspended from the force, they must delve into the criminal underworld to get their just due. Interesting. Who else is in here? Jennifer Carpenter, Laurie Holden, Don Johnson, Udo Kier. Interesting cast. Alrighty. The movie it came out in Australia on February 21st. Holy crap! It's 2 hours and 39 minutes too. It's an epic. Good Lord. Let's see. There is a trailer here. Let's see if I can get it to work. All right, I'm not going to get it to work there. Let's go back to YouTube and get it to work. Dragged across concrete. That's quite a title. Dragged across concrete trailer. Here we go.
A single red ant could have eaten it faster.
You're losing perspective and compassion. There's a reason I'm sitting behind this desk running things, and you're out there with a partner that's 20 years younger than you.
Hey, Anthony's got a mouth with his own engine, but he's solid.
I'm thinking about the kind of future I can offer my girlfriend.
Pops is a yesterday who ain't worth words.
Good heavens and praise be to him. Your absence was a weight upon us.
Thank you, Mr. Edmonton.
I don't like doing things with so many question marks everywhere.
There's a lot of imbeciles out there.
Start the party.
This is a bad idea.
It's all cotton candy.
We have the skills and the right to acquire proper compensation.
Huh. That looked interesting. That looked interesting. Lionsgate taking it out. That movie is finished. What do you mean? Okay. So it's been on a shelf it's been on the shelf since 2017. Guys, I'm out of water. I'm going to go grab a refill, and I will be back shortly. I should have left you guys with some music. I'm sorry. Should have left you guys with some music to, you know, help the wait. The Flat 2. I think the Flat 2 was just underrated, period. Like the movie, like the score. Oh yeah, really like, yeah, Jackie Brown's a good movie. Oh, for sure, Roland. Absolutely, I'm going to be watching that on Sunday. Can't wait to see how all that is going to come together. You know. Jeff Overing, what's up, man? How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by the stream. But yeah, looking forward to the True Detective season finale on Sunday. Well, tomorrow. It'll be interesting to see how they wrap everything up. And Michael Rooker is going to be on it. How you doing tonight, Jeff? How's the weather in your neck of the woods? Are you being rained asunder? Like we are here in Kentucky. Oh, you good? Oh, thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you being a patron, too. Oh, I agree, SAMCRO. Yeah, the dog thing. Yeah. Just heartbreaking. Jeff, you like my It's Melday videos? Cool. It's raining in your neck of the woods, too. Am I going to play Resident Evil 2? I thought about getting it to do some live streams, but I don't know. I think I may have missed the boat on it. You know, I don't know. I definitely intend on doing some streams with Mortal Kombat 11 when that comes out, for sure. So there'll definitely be some Mortal Kombat 11 streams and fun stuff with that game when it comes out. And yes, you'll get a new Man Cave tour very, very soon. I promise. Fox Searchlight has been trying to remake The Fly, but the scripts are never good. They're gonna remake a remake. They're gonna remake a remade movie. Oh yeah, I knew that. I knew that, John. Yeah, he did the sequel too. Odd that Mel Brooks would be, you know what I mean, financing the Fly movies. But, you know, hey. Unicorn Thug, what's up, man? What's my number one favorite horror movie? Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Favorite Jason mask. Part 4 is always yours. SAMCRO, I'd have to go with part 5. No neon sign. No neon sign. Don't think I knew that about Cellar Babies, John. Part 4, well, I'd have to say part 5 is my favorite mask. Then part 3. My favorite ones to paint are part 5s, part 3s. I also really enjoy painting part 8s. Part 6s are really fun to paint too. What is this song's name? This song is called Die Historic from the artist 3 Chain Links. What's my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie? Part 3. Part 3 is my favorite. Here's another comment that's only showing up in the feed and not in the chat from Jackson Jack. I once saw a movie on late night TV about an alien that came to Earth and it shapeshifted into people and had sex with people. That's probably, that word probably is what, well, and the other word there probably did it too. So... ah, goodness gracious. Ooh, favorite song from a Friday movie. Darkest Side of the Night's a good one. I'd also go with the song from part 5 where Violet's dancing. I can't think of the name of it. Ah, Malek, you've got the whole quilted media book set for Nightmare on Elm Street. Very cool. Favorite action movie franchise? Jeez Louise. Oh, goodness. I mean, probably Die Hard, but only Die Hard 1, 2, and 3. I've not seen any of the other ones, and I have no desire to, really. Have I heard anything on Who Owns Jason? I did see the new Creep picture rolling 666. Well, what I heard was that, well, I mean, well, Who Owns Jason? Warner Brothers has the rights. But there was the big fight over the original Friday the 13th with Victor Miller and Sean Cunningham. And I don't know how, I don't know how they split up Jason. I think they gave the rights to Boy Jason to Victor Miller and Adult Jason to Sean Cunningham, but who owns the name Jason? I mean, I don't know. The last I heard was that they were going to sell the rights jointly so that there could be a new movie made. Favorite Jason kill? The sleeping bag kill. I just heard that they'd selected a writer to do the new Halloween script. Let me see. I don't remember what that person's name was. I thought they'd hired a writer, but let's see here. Oh, wait a minute. The last thing I hear about it is an article from 1428 Elm in which Jason Blum admits that Blumhouse doesn't have the rights to do the sequel. Oh. So they don't have sequel rights to do a Halloween. But not long before, Scott Teems, a guy named Scott Teems, is who I'd heard had got the job to write the Halloween sequel. Let's see, what's he written? So he's written stuff I've never heard of. I'd heard that he'd gotten the job to write the sequel, but now this is saying that Blumhouse doesn't have the rights to make the sequels yet. While speaking with Movie Phone, Blum reaffirmed his intentions to make more Halloween films, even going so far that saying that if it was up to him, he'd serve up to 10 Halloween movies. He explains that a deal to allow Blumhouse to produce more movies hasn't been finalized. So, okay. They got to finalize that deal, and then he's going to make 10 more Halloween movies. Jeez. Pizzo's answered the Death Wise series. I mean the Death Wish series? Who would I like to play Jason? I don't know. I mean, I guess, why not give Kane Hodder one last stab at it? You know what I mean? Why not? For old time's sake. For nostalgia. Flossie White, what's up, man? Yeah, let's not forget Alice Cooper's contributions to the Part 6 soundtrack. Yeah, Melissa getting the axe in the face, the New Blood's a good one. The triple decapitation in Part 6 is a good one. Flossie, definitely. Oh yeah, I love Season of the Witch too, Unicorn Thug. Thoughts on Sci-Fi Channel's move to make new Chucky, Child's Play, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and new Critters TV series? I've not heard anything about a Killer Clowns from Outer Space or Critters series. I've heard about the Child's Play series, but nothing about those two. Jeez. That's funny, Malek. The Icehead Smash in Part 8. That was a good one, Jackson, for sure. Or Jason X. That was a good one for sure. The Killjoy movies. Yeah, I don't know. I may have to pass on those, Jackson. Would Arnold have made a good Jason in his prime? I don't. He probably would have made a good zombie Jason in his prime, sure. Just big buff dude. Only if he could say get to the job. Now, let's see. We've been going for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Quite an epic little stream here, guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up in about 10 minutes or so. So if you've got any questions or anything like that you want to throw my way, go ahead and send those my way. Quite an epic little Can Derek Mears play Jason again, or maybe Tyler Main? I thought Derek Mears played a good Jason in the remake, Movie Mac. I have not seen Supernatural, any of Supernatural, Unicorn Thug. Yeah, Arnold, I mean, Terminator was kind of, had a little Jason in him, for sure. Nope, Roland, not watching any of those. Jeremy has appeared on an episode of The Sausage Factory many, many years ago. He ran downstairs to see what I was doing, and we were live, and he just kind of looked over my shoulder, and I said, "Say hi to everybody, Jeremy." So I think that was his very first on-camera appearance. You'd like to see Nicole Kidman play Mrs. Voorhees? That'd be an interesting choice. That'd be an interesting choice for sure. Kane to play Jason? Man, that'd be a big Jason. That'd be a big, because he's like 7 feet tall. Big dude, man. That's a huge Jason, man. And he is the mayor of Knoxville, Tennessee now. Oh, gosh, I don't remember, DJ. It was a long time ago, man. Why didn't Sheriff Brackett go after and try to kill Michael in part 2? I don't know. Yeah, I think they... I don't know. I think the Jason in the remake was just a bit too, I don't know. The idea of Jason having like this, underground tunnels and this and that, I don't know. I didn't really jibe with that. That didn't seem like Jason to me, but I don't know. Oh, I thought Kane was taller. 6'7", still pretty daggone tall. I think that's still a little too, he's a big dude too. So, that's a little too imposing for Jason. Not the kind of Jason who's going to be able to hide very well. I've not seen The Haunting of Hill House either, Roland. I hear nothing but good things about it. I've just not sit down to watch it. Deep Star 6 or Leviathan, it's been years since I've seen either one of them. I'd probably do... I'd have to rewatch them. It's been so long since I've seen either of those movies. What's one horror movie you would be most upset about if they did a remake? Oh, gosh. They've remade everything, haven't they? I don't think there's anything they've not remade. I mean, what did they not remake? They didn't remake Hellraiser. They didn't remake Phantasm. gosh. It's like they remade everything else. Well, they didn't remake The Burning. They didn't remake like Sleepaway Camp. I don't know. I think the part of the problem with them trying to remake Hellraiser is that they tried to make it an accessible Hellraiser, which Hellraiser is not supposed to be accessible. And I think trying to make an accessible, audience-friendly Hellraiser movie would be offensive, in my opinion. Oh, there's Cole. What's up, Cole? How are you doing tonight, man? Who could be a new Tall Man and a new Phantasm? Just leave Phantasm alone. Just leave Phantasm alone. Oh, really? Joe Hill's a busy guy. I really liked Horns, the movie. I've not read the book, but I really liked the movie Horns, which is based on his novel. You know, Malek, I've been told that too, that for as big as I am, I can be very sneaky. I'm very light on my feet to be a big guy. I sneak up on a lot of people without trying to, and then they turn around and, walk into, a very large man hovering above them, and they freak out. I don't do it on purpose. On the Reel's on hiatus. I had a really good run there of getting guests for On the Reel. And then that dried up. I had a couple of guests lined up to do episodes with, and at the last minute, they bowed out. Something happened, scheduling or whatever, and they had to bow out, and I've just not really gone back after them or gone after anybody else, to be honest. So I'm very excited to see the new It Unicorn. Yeah, let's just leave Phantasm alone. Arrow Video did a Killer Clowns Blu-ray, SAMCRO, and it's Region A. You should look into it. It was pretty loaded, as I recall. Had quite a lot of stuff on it. So you may want to look into that. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it was a Arrow US release. I mean, it's Region A. I think we all do here, Jeff. It's a shared love. It's a shared love. Do I like fish cakes? I like crab cakes. Aaron Lewis, what's up, man? Hey, Piz, how long are you doing tonight? I'm probably going to wrap this up here in just a few more minutes, Aaron. I've been going for 2.5 hours. So, probably wrap this up here in just a little bit. But there will be more, my friend. There will be more. All right, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Favorite brand of Kentucky bourbon, good old-fashioned JD, Jack Daniels. Can't beat the JD, man. Can't beat the JD. Although Evan Williams is a good knockoff. It's a good, cheaper alternative to the JD. All right, Randall, you take care, man. Have a good one. You guys have a good one. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me. Had a very cool live stream tonight. And I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Big thanks to Robin Jennings for the $5 super chat. I certainly appreciate that, my friend. Very generous of you. Thank you so much. And yeah, we'll have to do another one of these again very soon. But yeah. Again, take care. And I'll see you guys again very soon. Peace.